Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another song review. This is the March edition. We are now on track again. If you are unaware as to what these are, maybe it's your first time stopping in on the channel. Essentially, at the end of every month, we review the songs that have been posted at the beginning of the month. So submission window is opened at the beginning of the month, and that stays open until the last week of the month. And then we set aside a day to come together just like this, listen to those songs that have been submitted. Now, this awesome community of audio lovers, myself included, will all provide all feedback on the songs and offer up friendly suggestions on how to improve them. So if you want to get in on this, head on over to homestudiosimplified.com and click on the song review tab at the top of the page, and you can have your song played live here. There are a few stipulations that you'll find there on the page, nothing too crazy. But if it's your very first time being here, this channel exists to simplify the complexities of the home studio and to help you create professional sounding music in a less than professional space. The motto around here is that we can dream together, or rather we can dream alone, we can create alone, but we can achieve so much more together. So let's give a quick shout out to our sponsor, the Pro Mix Academy and Warren Hewitt. Today's video is sponsored in part by the Pro Mix Academy. The Pro Mix Academy offers affordable courses from mentors, world-class engineers, Grammy winners, and multi-platinum selling producers. And with the resources available on the Pro Mix Academy, you can learn how to create radio-ready mixes from the comfort of your own home studio. Most of the courses also offer multi-tracks that you can then add to your portfolio and begin to build out your business. Follow the link in the description of this video to head on over to the Pro Mix Academy today and start learning the skills that are needed to take your hobby or your business to the next level. All right. Sorry about the pause and the delay there. I was checking the chat to make sure that everything could actually be heard. I know last time we had a few issues with things not being able to be heard properly. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and dive right into today's songs that have been submitted. And up first, we actually have a brand new, never heard of this guy before. He's submitted a brand new song. Let's give him a round of applause for doing so. Yes, good job. The song is called Clarity, and if I'm reading this properly, his name is Roger Ricks. Let's give it a listen.
Such a shame, the sound of silence. The dice are turned to an 8. Clarity yet to come. Will it be too late? Fast car driving away, the heat of the night. Desert roads, water yet to come. Will it be too late? to see myself, to see us. True colors shining through the cracks like a rainbow. Joyful, bright and liberated, crying in the rain. Relieved, clarity around, clarity around, clarity around, clarity around, clarity
Wow, dude, that was super cool. Man, everything there was just spot on. I liked the dynamics of the song, the fact that it was just continually like building, and the mix was incredible as well. I have to say that the bass and the low end actually was jiving really well together, which is, I mean, that right there shows that you've done something right. So great job, man. I've got really no constructive criticism to offer, just a kudos to you for a great song. Up next, we got Patrick McKinney, and it says either Aya or Laya, Chocolate Dreams. I'm not sure. I'm going to call it Chocolate Dreams because that's what I can actually, if I can spell Chocolate Dreams. Okay, let's give it a listen. Ooh. That was a really cool way to end it. A little bit of dead space there at the end. No problem, though. Oops. Awesome. So it looks like this next one will probably need the T-Rax 1 plug in here. And we usually try not to crank it too much. We try to just help it to be heard, but not affected too awful much. So I just leave it there on the default, so to speak. But looks like up next we have Papa John 3 in a song called Sand Castles. Let me put that up on the screen here. So Jonathan Pritchett is actually his name. And it's good to see Jonathan Hamlet, DJP, as well as Micah all up in the chat here. Good to see you guys. If you are here, but you have not commented, go ahead and come out of the shadows there and comment where you're from and what's the weather like where you're at. So let's give let's give a listen. I tried to say listen and song together. I got long. Let's give a listen to this wonderful song here. So he says this was recorded on the phone only. Interesting.
But I didn't know that I was just showing the lies and every regret and one day you roll out of me and me. So leave the walls all around without room for the sound of the rain. Don't ask where we went wrong, 'cause we both know that we never should have been. I felt it bleeding and I thought I'm bleeding in despair. No, aiming for losing is catch-22, just ain't there. Should we abort the mission so you could intuition stuck in this mentality? Oh, I dare the vision, building castles in space. Building castles in space. Sometimes the silence is golden when no one seems lost. 'Cause every time we think it's just impurities, then we can't seem to get through all the thoughts. So I guess that I'm leaving, taking time for the reason, yeah. Endlessly bleeding, you don't believe and you care. You're sitting right in front of me, but I've got a different dream that you're here. Trying to move on with you, but everything is here, got so stuck in its mental way. I can't building castles in space. Building castles in space.
Okay, man. So here's the thing. I am going to offer up some constructive criticism on this because I feel like this song really has a lot more potential. And I apologize, by the way, for not putting song 3, Jonathan Pritchett, Sandcastles, up there. I was kind of getting lost in trying to hear what the vocalist was saying. And that's the only major hang up I have with this, is the fact that I feel like you have a really good voice. And I feel like the lyrics were struggling to be heard, though. And I feel like the lyrics probably had some very deep meaning to them. So as awesome as it is that you recorded all that on a phone, I do feel like that you limited yourself greatly. And I'm curious as to how you recorded it on your phone, because there's actually some really good apps out there right now that would allow you to probably get a lot better sound quality if you maybe had just used those versus whatever it is that you were using. Now, the song has, like I said, lots of potential. If you meant for it to sound this way, like it's supposed to have that eerie, unsettled feeling, you definitely nailed it. And maybe you didn't want the lyrics to be heard or understood, but I really struggled to hear the lyrics or understand the lyrics. The song has lots of potential, though. And I want to see this song fully produced and resubmitted at a later date whenever it's been well recorded, if that's your intention. If it's not, disregard everything I've said. By and large, though, the song has, yet again, lots of potential. So stick with it. Don't get discouraged. If all you have is your phone, like, get with me. Let's figure out how we can get some better sounds into your productions. Because even nowadays, like, just having a phone shouldn't limit you that much. Like, just a few minor upgrades would get you light years ahead of what the sound quality was on this. So don't get discouraged. Keep trying. I know that you were putting your heart and soul into that. You were bearing your soul out there, and it sounded like it had a lot of emotion in it, which is, I loved it for that very reason. So what I would like for you to do is get with myself or somebody here in the community that can help you work through what exactly it is that you need to do to get that song where it needs to be, because I think it needs to be there. Up next, we got Annis with To Be Loved, and I think this one has been submitted before, but he told me that he had done some remixing, some retakes and stuff like that, and now it's officially released. So hopefully this doesn't give us a ding on our copyright, and if it does, that's fine. We can take care of that later. But with that being said, let's give it a listen.
Okay. I met this girl, she can make you lose control. It sounds so crazy. She can play me. You've got to know her. The one that when she smiles, it pulls you closer. Oh no, yeah. My lady, these tears have been running way too long, going overtime. This girl got me saying wow. Oh baby, now I know how good it feels to be loved. 'Cause I got you, baby. Yeah, I got you, baby. And you deserve to know how good it feels to be loved. So I'll show you, baby. Yeah, I'll show you, baby. For a long, long time, I can't wrap my head around just what you do. But baby, I've got no clue. Whoa, said running, no, no more. I found my love tonight.
I really got him saying wow.
Oh, baby, I know how good it feels to be loved. Oh, oh, oh. 'Cause I got you, baby. Yeah, I got you, baby. You deserve to know how good, baby, it is. Yeah, I'll show you, baby. Yeah, I'll show you my love, my love, my
Wow. There was a whole lot of stuff going on right there. Man, that was really tight though. It was a good combination between what I felt like was sort of like a blend of that Michael Jackson fun feeling, blended with like a little bit of like, I don't know, Bruno Mars / yeah. Everything was really good though. Very hopping, very bouncing. Herky Acuff, good to see you, brother. And I think not much I can say on that one other than kudos to you for making a great song. Definitely kept my head bobbing. What's up, Gordon Weaver? Good to see you, buddy. So it's one of those strange things where it's like, what do you even say about this? Up next, we got Bob Consley with, no, we don't. Up next, we got, hold on. Hey, what's up? I'm going to probably butcher your name. Eton, is that your name? We got a first timer. Let's give him a round of applause. All right. Evidently I got the order mixed up here. This is Luca Running Around Unstoppable, song number 5. And Bob Consley, Get Back Home, will be next. So sorry about that. Let me make sure I got the backstory here. Okay, so the backstory for this one is it was a demo soundtrack created using Reaper Doll, Synthmaster 3, VPS Avenger 2, Pigments 5, Unfiltered Audio Triad, XLN Audio XO, a bunch of other libraries. This is a demo track to show what I'm working on and what I can do. Then I created 74 tracks for my first 2 games I will release on Steam ASAP. My other demo tracks are here. Luca Pierton. That's a hard name. Anyway, I'm just going to call him Luca. Let's give it a listen. Okay. Well, that was interesting. I feel like that track should have been called Anxiety, because that's what it was giving me. It was anxiety. Wow. I mean, if that's what you were going for, was that disjointed, disconnected, the sounds together, like the mix and everything sounded great, but like the mix of the sounds sounded great, but all of it together, it just wasn't doing nothing for me. If it was meant to be like something in the background of, like someone had mentioned here in the chat, a horror game soundtrack, then yeah, you were doing a good job of making me anxious while I was playing that game. Wow. Whew. Well, now that my ears are fully in tune to every sound that's ever been created in the world, let's give Bob Consley Get Back Home a listen.
Sweet
Very cool, man. You definitely captured that live feel, that live sound for sure. The crowd and everything going on in the background, that was pure gold right there. Loved it. Loved the song. I do feel like it was a little bass heavy. But if it was recorded live, it would sound that way anyway, right? So there's that. All right. Up next, we got DJP with I Dream. Let's give it a listen. But before we do, ladies and gentlemen, I noticed that there are 11 viewers as of right now, 12 to 15. Okay. It says 12 to 15. But we only have 8 likes. Go ahead and smash that like button because, I mean, you've been here this long. You might as well just smash it. Just obliterate it. Just stinking cannonball it. Just knee drop it. Just give it the old DDP. Okay? People are going to appreciate it. I know I will. All right. Let's give DJP's song a listen. It's called I Dream. Very cool, very sci-fi. The mix sounded really, I mean, given the fact that it was mainly just VSTI instruments and vocoder, it sounded very wide and rich. Had a lot of stuff going on. I liked it. Great job on that, man. And last but not least, we have song number 8. He said, I got stink face reaction. Exactly. You know it's good when you get stink face reaction. It's that last bounce. Yeah, let me try to recreate that. Up next is William G. Frozen Emotions. The backstory on this one, y'all, is kind of sad. And so I was afraid this was going to happen, but we have individuals submitting stuff made with Suno. I say I was afraid this was going to happen because I don't know if any of you have ever used Suno, but it's crazy good. Like so much so that I took a song I originally released named Crossroads, and I put it back through this and said, make it a country version. And it was so good, I shut it off like midpoint and was like, forget it. I'm done. I'm done making music. Of course, I'm not really done, but it's kind of disheartening because it was so good that I was like, holy smokes. Yeah, Suno's got a lot of madness going on over there, but this is my thing with it. Okay, so we were just talking about AI becoming self-aware and dreaming. It is still a tool that can be used. And if you're an individual who, maybe you're a poet, maybe you write lyrics, and maybe you don't know how to perform on instruments, this could be a great way for you to write your lyrics, write your poetry, put it into Suno, and let it come up with something for you. And then you can hand that off to musicians and say, here's a rough draft, do something with it, like make it your own. I mean, and you could very well just go just with what Suno spits out too. I'm not gonna be like the altruistic purist and say that anyone that uses these AI music generative softwares, you know, I think there's a line we have to draw. I don't think that you can technically call yourself a musician if you're allowing machines to make the music for you. If you're actually a lyricist and you're using that, then say I'm a lyricist, but I don't think you could say you're a musician per se. But what I will say is if it's a tool for you to still have a creative outlet, by all means use it. Just don't get caught in the trap of using it and then claiming that it was you. Because Lord forbid you should ever have to play that live. I'm not saying that's what's happened here, but what I am saying is, I knew this was going to start happening where individuals were going to start posting songs made by these generative AI things. And that's fine. Okay. Once in a while, but I don't want, just to be perfectly clear, like I don't want an entire 8-song session to be nothing but Suno. I would like to hear every once in a while some real instruments with real emotion behind them. All of the songs that we have heard here today have been great. And there've been a lot of these songs that have had AI elements in them, or they've had, you know, recreations of instruments in them. At the core of it all, there was someone behind that emotionally attached to or connected to. So anywho, that's all I'm saying about that. I'm not chiding anybody, getting on to anybody. And I'm not also not saying that this software, this AI software is of the devil. And nor do I think it's ever going to replace musicians. I really don't. At the end of the day, I can hear an AI song and be like, wow, that's got a good beat to it. It's kind of catchy, but you can still hear the AI. Now, when we get to the point where AI starts improving and starts like making up lyrics on its own and like just crazy stuff like that, like then we've got a problem. Now we're getting into self-awareness. Anywho, that's my rant. Let's check it out. William G. Frozen Emotions. This is what I'm talking about right here. The mix is spot on.
Empty room, broken heart. since the day you walked away. Numb by day, empty at night. In my head, I'm just going crazy. They say music heals the soul, but it doesn't fill the void. Frozen emotions trapped inside my mind, staring at nothing, taking over time, closing my eyes, but I can't sleep, I can't wake up. Trapped in what was and never will be again. What was pure is broken now, like a hammer to the bone. Your silence screams louder than when you called this home. They say music heals the soul, but it doesn't fill the void. Frozen emotions trapped inside my mind, staring at nothing, taking over time, closing my eyes, but I can't sleep, I can't wake up. Trapped in what was and never will be again. The memory of loving you isn't worth the price I pay. I wanna talk and then I don't even know what I would say. Frozen emotions trapped inside my mind, staring at nothing, taking over time, closing my eyes, but I can't sleep, I can't wake up. Trapped in what was and never will be again. Frozen, frozen, I'd rather feel the hurt. Frozen, frozen, than nothing at all.
So yet again, as soon as the vocalist comes in, right now, it's the vocals. So this is what I'm saying. Like a minute ago, I just sort of said this as well, but let me reiterate. When it comes to the human side of things, like for instance, in the AI generated pictures, they cannot recreate hands. Like it will look just like the real deal until you look at their hands and you're like, ugh, why do they have 7 fingers? Or like, why is it all, like what's going on here? So it's the same thing with, in my estimation anyway, it's the same thing with the vocals when it comes to AI songs. As soon as the vocals come in, it's like one of those things where it's like, ugh, what just happened? You hear this auto-tune kind of like sound that you're not really sure what's going on. And then before you know it, it's like, yeah. So I don't think that AI is taken over. I don't think we got anything to worry about as of yet. I say as of yet because, man alive, it's getting so hard to tell anymore. And the more that they do this stuff, like the easier it's getting for them to actually to do. So along those same lines, I feel like I'm just rambling now. Along those same lines, I want to show you real quickly. So here's a couple of things that I have created with Suno. Okay. And I don't know if any of you have ever heard my song, The Crossroads. Let me see if I can pull that up. Okay, let me sign in real quick. So if you've ever heard my song Crossroads, it is a bluesy, like guitar driven, very bluesy sounding song. Okay. So these are all the songs that I've released. Okay, here's The Crossroads. This is going to be a shameless plug, but I'm doing this for a reason. Okay, I want you to... Okay, here's the download. Let's download this real quick because I want you to hear my version. I'll play a little bit of it, and then I want you to hear the pop version of it.
He's got a golden guitar and $1 million sound. Everywhere that he goes, he's selling out shows, bringing people from all around. And he's got money, and that money's made him proud. He's had so much for so long, forgot what the blues is all about.
Okay.
But the crossroads are calling, time to pay your dues. Well, that sunlight, midnight is coming after you.
Okay, so that's the mix that I put together for this song. Okay. I put all the lyrics, gave it really no direction other than pop, dance, house, trance is what I was thinking. I wanted to make a remix of it just to see what it would do. Right. This is crazy, guys. Okay. Listen to what this Suno did.
Bringing people from all around. He's got money, and that money's made him proud. He's had so much for so long, forgot what the blues is all about. But the crossroads are calling, it's time to pay your dues. That sunlight at midnight is coming after you. Yeah, the crossroads are calling, time to reap what you sow. For what would it profit to gain the world and lose your soul?
Okay, so that was that version of it. Okay, it made two versions. Here's the second version.
He's got a golden guitar and $1 million sound. Everywhere that he goes, he's selling out shows, bringing people from all around. He's got money, and that money's made him proud. He's had so much for so long, forgot what the blues is all about. But the crossroads are calling, it's time to pay your dues. The sunlight at midnight is coming after you. Yeah, the crossroads are calling, time to reap what you sow. For what would it profit to gain the world and lose your soul?
So like it's no longer blues rock at all. It's no longer the direction I intended to take it. but it's so stinking catchy. And that's the problem here, okay? Is it's so stinking catchy. And the reason why it's catchy is because it is trying to create, thank you, Herky, perfect explanation there. It is trying to create basically the most radio ready friendly version that you're ever going to hear of a song, right? So it's trying to spit out something that it knows for a fact this sells. Okay, this stuff is going to sell. Which is kind of scary because what it leads to, you know, like, are we actually going to get to a point in time when everything is just so cookie cutter that there's no emotion, there's no backing to anything anymore? That's the point that I want to get at. So a lot of times when I critique songs on this channel, even though the song maybe could have sounded better for whatever reason, the main thing is, does it have emotion? So, anywho, let me play around with another one here. I'm trying to find. So there's a version of. Maybe you've not heard the song that I wrote called Viral, but there's a version of Viral that is absolutely crazy as well. And I'm trying to find that. Yeah, I can't find it. It's no big deal. The point is, like, it's scary crazy. Wait a minute, maybe this is it. Well, it's somewhere. Anywho. So yeah, there's definitely some good that can be found, and there's definitely some bad that can be found in all of this. The main thing is we have to make sure that we're actually putting forth the music that makes our hearts happy. And if AI is something that can help that, that's fine. But I just don't feel like at the end of the day, it's going to be lacking the emotion that's needed. And I think, honestly, I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent here. So everybody's always saying that the older music was better because it was recorded on vintage gear. The older music was better because of X, Y, and Z. It was all better because of blah, 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 blah. Okay, here's my take on it. Okay, the older music was better because they were real musicians. The older music was better because they went through what they sang about. A lot of them didn't have writers writing for them. They wrote the songs as they went through things. So there was an emotional attachment to the song. And when they sang the song, they sang it with conviction because they went through that. Or they were singing about a moment in their life that reminded them of the song that they had wrote. Or, I mean, there's always an emotional attachment to it. Nowadays we've got, and I hate to say this, but Nashville, Tennessee is probably the worst place for this because people go there to make it. And then Nashville says, hey, we know exactly what makes a hit. It's going to be verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, end. And we're going to do it this way. And we always put these instruments in there. And we're going to do, like, here's a little extra twist that we've been doing for the last month. And, you know, and then there's all this cookie cutter stuff that's happening. And this band that went in with an original sound comes out sounding like 50,000 other bands on the radio. And does it sell? Yeah. It gets popular for a minute and it fizzles out. Because those people that came in to be themselves have left being something else. And when they get before an audience to perform that live, it's not them. They can't do it live. So what we have is we just have a bunch of cookies floating around out there. So yeah, it's not necessarily the gear that was used. It's not necessarily everything that was all the vintage gear and this and that. And yeah, that stuff, it played a part in it, but it was more the imperfections. There was imperfections in the vintage gear. There was imperfections in the playing. There was imperfections in the vocals. Like there was no auto-tune back then. So without all of those elements, those imperfections, I think that's what our brain aligns to. When we hear, at least I'll speak for myself, when I hear a song that's just like 4 on the floor and it never varies in beat, and the vocalist is always on time and always in tune, and the bass line is always right where he needs to be in the pocket, and the guitarist never hits a wrong note or never even slightly bends out of tune, my brain just shuts off. I'm like, that's a computer. When I hear some of those imperfections, a voice cracking, someone coughing in the background, Lord forbid, a guy that bent his guitar string into a little under a half step instead of a full half step. I mean, just little things like that is what adds up to making it a great song, in my personal opinion. All right, guys. Well, thank you all so much for showing up today, and I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. And to all of those who have submitted songs, thank you so much. I want to give a big shout out to some people who just entered the chat. DJ Big Red 81, let's give him a round of applause for finally coming to the show. What's up, Silverman 92, aka that one guy, Old Bell. Stony Buckner, good to see you, and I appreciate the cookies. All right, so that's all we have for today. Once again, I appreciate each and every one of you, and until next time, remember that the Wheel of Awesomeness hasn't been spun yet. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is Casey Kasem bringing you the Wheel of Awesomeness. Robert tried to get out of the studio a little too soon. I cracked him over the head, and I took control of the mic. So now we're going to talk about a song feature. That's right. If you want to have one of your songs featured here on the show, apart from just the song review, like a special feature, we're getting ready to have a drawing for that. You know, actually, speaking of which, so I remember, call me crazy, but I remember somebody winning a song feature last time, and I don't remember anybody sending me an email about it. Or maybe it went straight to my spam box or something. I don't know. But if you won a song feature and it hasn't been featured, please let me know, because I want to make sure that everything gets done properly and kosherly. All right. But we're going to fire up. Actually, I think I can find out who won the last one. Maybe not. All right, for the next 3 minutes, all you have to do is enter exclamation point, capital H, capital S, and you can be entered to win a free song feature on the show. Jonathan Hamlet says, I think I won over a year ago. That's crazy. Oh, it looks like I do have a way to go back and look. It looks like Herky Acuff won last time. And I don't recall getting an email from you, Mr. Herky. DJ won a bunch, he says, that he gave away. All right, so right now I've got DJ Big Red 81 and Jonathan Hamlet are in the running. Good deal. All right. We still have a minute and 45 seconds. The AI Cookie Band. All right. While we're waiting, I'm going to serve up a little bit of trivia here for you guys. Yeah, Streamlabs is running very slow. So here's a little bit of trivia for y'all, and then you can see the drawing happening right here. As you can see, DJ, Jonathan, they're in the running, and no one else has entered as of yet. When I pick a winner, it will show up right here. Well, good to see you here as well, Mr. Stoney. All right, we got 55 seconds, y'all, but here's a little bit of music trivia for you guys. What job did Axl Rose have before he became famous that paid him $8 an hour? This is pretty interesting. All right. What job did Axl Rose have that paid him $8 an hour before he became the lead singer of Guns N' Roses? Stoney Buckner, hey, buddy, you're in now. You got the right key commands going on there. We got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. It's now going to allow me to pick a winner. Let's go to the desktop and see who the winner is. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Jonathan Hamlet. Come on down.
Congratulations, Jonathan Hamlet. This is Casey Kasem allowing you to take full control of your prize. All you have to do is email Robert at homestudiosimplified@gmail.com. And from there, submit your song. Thanks for joining.
Awesome. Okay, so the job that Axl Rose had was actually, he was hired by UCLA, of all things, to smoke cigarettes. It was part of a study that they were doing in UCLA to see the effects of cigarettes on college students. The effects of other people rather smoking cigarettes on college students. Would it sway them? Would it turn them? He was paid $8 an hour to do that. Is that not kind of interesting? Like, I don't know who was the guy that come up with that one, but yeah. The chat told you won before the stream. Right on. Well, congratulations, man. Hey guys, so here recently I've been trying my best to put out some videos that I feel like is going to be helpful for the community. If you did not recently check out, Frankly Music, what's up, brother? The giveaway is officially ended. My apologies. There is always a giveaway though, much like this. I should say if the wheel lands on it, there's usually a giveaway anyway on these live streams. So yeah, keep trying, or you can submit your song in the monthly song review. Check that out. Head on over to homestudiosimplified.com. Up at the very top, you'll see a list of tabs. Actually, I'll just show it to you. That'd be the best way to do it. Okay. Let's go over here. All right, here's the Home Studio Simplified website. This is what you'll need to do. Up here at the very top, you can see monthly song review right here. You're just going to click on that bad boy. That's going to take you into this screen here, which will then give you the rules before submitting. And you can come right here to this little bad boy right here. And when you're ready to submit your song, you just submit it right here. And at the end of the month, we'll get on here just like we are today, and we will review the song live. It's a really cool way for everybody to get to hear your song and for you to get some live feedback on it as well. So yeah, as I was saying, I've been trying my best to release content that I feel like will be helpful for you guys. I would love to know if there's some more content that you feel like would be helpful. For instance, okay, so let me bring this on over here so we can kind of look at this. Let's look at this together. Okay. Let me see if I can. Okay, let me bring back over this. You still need to update your link to say. Oh yeah, I do, don't I? Oh well. Where was I at? Yeah, right here. Okay. All right, so here is the YouTube channel, and here are some of the videos that I have recently posted. For instance, how to build a home studio for $300. Okay. Went on about the new Cakewalk updates. Gave a brief overview of those. 5 guitar tone hacks that actually work. Okay. Studio upgrade I never knew I needed. Talking about these in-ear monitor systems. Pedal board, start to finish. Okay, what I would like from you is, when you get time, if there is some burning questions that you've had, if there's some tutorials that you're thinking, man, it sure would be nice if I had this, then look at that guy. Then what I would like for you to do is drop that in the comments in the chat below and let me know. That way I can create content that is actually something you're going to need and not just something I'm just spitting into the wind making. Does that make sense? Okay. Well, anywho, thank you all so much for showing up today. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about anything that was covered today, then you'll have to take that up with my my intern that I don't have, or maybe you can talk to my associate that I don't have. Let's check the shout outs. All right, Rob Defoe, thank you so much for subscribing. Lucas LS, thank you so much for subscribing. Joan, Pandu, Matthew Swasta, Charles Von Wich, Music, really? Thank you for subscribing. Nostalgia 3317, thank you so much more. Thank you. You guys are awesome. No, my schedule has not changed to where that could happen again. What has happened is my schedule may change. It's hard telling. I don't know, the way they're acting like here lately, I might just end up losing my job soon. So that'd be great. But it would be nice to have another good Q&A session too. Yeah. Would love to see you mix a song as a live stream. That'd be cool too. Awesome. All right. Well, until next time, guys, remember that we can dream alone. We can even create alone, but together we can achieve so much more. God bless each and every one of you. And thank you all so much for stopping by today. I appreciate it.